Welcome back. David Mbeha seemed to have been on a hiatus before popping back onto the scene this weekend by hosting an event that every Namibian looks forward to on their annual calendar, Miss Namibia. He now joins us this evening to talk to us about the experience, where he's been, and what lies ahead. David, it's exciting to have you with us this evening. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Nina. I've never been an MCM for anyone, so
really?
It's really exciting.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah.
First things
The
first.
yeah.
First things first, David. How are you, and where have you been? More importantly,
I've been wonderful. I've been working on a lot of things. First of all, I mean, it's been years and years of working on my podcast that I just launched on Apple, Google, and Spotify, as well as Amazon. So I've been working a lot on my podcast. Aside from that, yes, viewers got to see me this Saturday with Miss Namibia, which I was so excited to be part of. Yeah.
David, your rise to the public, well, according to me, firstly happened when you won a TV presenting competition on a very big international network. Take us back to that experience and also talk to us about what that platform did for you.
I think that platform really gave me a space to operate on an international level because it was a continental competition, and it really groomed me for this space that is television, or the media as an entertainment, to just say. I think I also, the opportunities that I was given to really work with the best of the best really groomed me to be able to also inject my personality into what I do. So I'm very, very thankful for it. I mean, I've hosted events from Zambia, working in South Africa, and also other big corporate events. So I wouldn't have done that had it not been for that platform. So I'm really thankful for it.
When we describe David Mbeha as a media personality, is that an apt description, or is there more to you?
I think there's, I like the fact that we use the word media, because with media is so broad and there's so many things. I mean, I first started off as an on-air host, what they call, and then I'm now venturing into podcast hosting. So there's so much that one can do in media. But my qualification or my background is surprisingly economics.
I'm not surprised.
Yes, I've got an honors degree in economics, but I've always loved entertainment ever since I was a little boy. So I knew even when I was studying that this is the space that I wanted to go into. So I'm really excited to be back and doing what I love. Yeah.
Hosting Miss Namibia is probably every Namibian MC's dream. What was that experience like for you?
I think it was such a big platform, and I think especially around this year's Miss Namibia, there's a lot of excitement. I think the excitement is truly coming back to us, the Miss Namibia that we were all looking forward to annually. I got to experience that excitement, and you could see from the crowd this year, just from the attendance, the contestants themselves, that we are really bringing the competition back. And me hosting that was truly a dream come true, because my late mom took a video of me when I was 17 years old, and I would be pretending to host the pageant back then, because it was one of the biggest ever, so
look at it manifesting.
Yes, I mean, it's about years and years after, and there I was on stage, literally having the whole country witness the 17-year-old boy's dream come true.
What a moment.
Yes.
Now that you're back on the scene, David, what's next for you? You mentioned this podcast. Does it have anything to do in the economic sector? Is it entertainment? What is it about, if you can tell us?
I think the podcast is really a love letter to everyone who's on a journey of self-discovery. It really, as I was going through my own journey in life, I was finding that sometimes you feel like you're isolated on so many issues that we face, be it success, be it careers, be it, relationships. But when you speak to other people, you start to realize that, hey, Nina is just like me. She goes through the same things. And that, I wanted a platform for us to be able to talk about that. What does it feel like? What are the sacrifices behind success, failures and the lessons, to just learn from one another. So that's what it really looks into. It's really about self-discovery and sharing that platform. So far, I have had my first guest. There's so many other guests that are coming up. My first guest, who was Delish Matthews, she shared her story on coming up in the industry and also just navigating her relationships and finding who she is and empowering herself. So it's really, really such an empowering platform and enlightening for all Namibians.
What is the podcast called?
It's called Uninterrupted with David Mbeha. It's available on all podcast platforms, be it Google, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and of course also on YouTube.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
David, thank you so much for taking time out to come and speak to us, and all the best with your future endeavors.
Thank you so much. So lovely seeing you.
That was David Mbeha, who hosted the Miss Namibia pageant this weekend. Uninterrupted with David Mbeha is his latest and newest venture, his podcast. And of course, we always support our Namibian creatives. Before we say goodbye this evening, let's take a look at our weather.